On October 5th, Collision Repair Magazine visited Driven Brands' Canadian headquarters in Hamilton, Ontario for an ADAS and calibration training event where Bill Davidge, CARSTAR's Director of Innovation and Technology, and Willy Williams, Uniban's technical trainer, delivered an in-depth presentation and demonstration. Attendees included collision repair facility owners, staff, and insurers representing various companies. About 70 industry professionals were in attendance. Driven Brands was actually forced to move the event to a larger venue across the street due to industry interest. The morning started with Davidge, Williams, and a Repairify team presentations before the crew moved across the street to CARSTAR HQ for a demonstration. Attendees explored various launch tech targets, while Lorenzo Pellicciata of CARSTAR Oakville and Dave Marion of Launch Tech showed attendees how to complete two types of ADAS calibrations. Marion first demonstrated a failed calibration, blocking the path between the vehicle and target to show the audience the error message that appeared on his tablet. Pellicciata had also placed washers behind the sensor to prompt a calibration failure. When the washers were removed and the path was clear, Marion demonstrated how quickly a proper calibration was completed. Williams then led the glass calibration, marking targets on the floor and measuring precisely down to the millimeter with lasers. Williams also demonstrated the string method, while not as reliably precise as lasers, can be used to verify your work using a taut straight line. He also stressed the importance of checking OEM instructions between each step to ensure proper calibration to OEM standards is completed.
So there's a lot of different options. Follow the instructions carefully.
Documentation was another point stressed, a critical step when performing ADAS calibrations, as it can be used to confirm a proper calibration was completed on the collision center's part. A full report is printed when the calibration is complete. There are also functionalities on several tools that allow collision centers to send reports and receipts directly to their records or confirmation to the customer. There were plenty of questions following the session, primarily on the topic of access to information. Davidge was the first to admit that the industry is far behind where it should be in terms of ADAS calibrations, and much of that problem comes from a lack of access to information. All in all, attendees left the session armed with more ADAS information than they arrived with, though plenty of work needs to be done to address the knowledge gaps. This is Allison Rogers for Collision Repair Magazine.